Alright, in this video what we'll show is how to manually find a new gas detector that's been added to the data highway. Currently the controller is only talking to 2 detectors, and I have one wired up, and it's ID number 41. So what you'll first do is you'll go into the login screen and log in. Once you're logged in, you can either press this menu button down here, or you can, well, that's probably the easiest way to do it. And you go to supervisor menu, and to automatically do it you would just change this off to on by pressing that button, but to manually do it you'll go back to the main screen, and go to select screen, and you go to manual device discovery. And what that does is it allows you to put in a range of ID numbers that you want to add to the data highway, or you can just add one. So what I'll do is I'll select a range of numbers, and again I'm only adding ID number 41, but the screen will tell you how many it's searched for, how many it's found, and how many it didn't find. So it kind of tells you that if you do have any wiring problems out in the field, if it doesn't find those detectors that are powered up and working, you may have a wiring problem with the data highway or the communications. So I'll select a range of, we'll start our search at 30, and we'll end our search at 50. Again, I'm only adding one, but say I did have IDs 30 through 50 on there, you would search for those sequentially, and then what you typically want to do is you want to automatically bring them online, so then the controller, once it finds it, it just will bring it online. So you select the auto online to yes, and then you can just hit your begin search, and again you can just see how many are found and how many aren't found. So it tries 10 times for each sensor ID, so it searched through 4, 5, 6, and you can see that it hasn't found those detectors because they're not resident on the highway or they're not wired correctly, but it did find ID number 41, which is the only one that we're really trying to add to the data highway. And once it completes its search to number 50, see the searching ID. You can go back to the main screen, and then you can see that it located another detector in this zone, because there used to be 1 and 1, now it's 1 and 2, so there's 2 detectors in this zone. And so you see now ID number 1 is now in zone number 2. And if we want to change the zone of this, which we will do now, we'll change it to zone 3. We just press the zone number, and you can change the ID here as well, and you can change the zone number. So I guess maybe we'll show this too. So we'll just change 41 to ID number 3. So you press enter, see it change, and we'll change it to zone number 3. Enter, and then you hit validate. So it means that it checks to see if it's a duplicate ID number, which it isn't, and then you hit save changes, and then it just automatically changes that detector to ID number 3 and zone number 3. So once it completes that sequence, it says success. You may go back to main screen. Go back to main screen, and you see now that it's jumped over to zone number 3. And you can title this zone, which we've shown in a different video, or you can actually title this detector. It's already got a title actually, sensor 1 CH4. But if you want to change that, you just press up there and press, and we'll lock the caps on, we'll change it to bay space. Let's see. 4 space, and we'll select enter. So now we'll save changes, and this will says success. So you go back to main screen. So now if we look there, we'll see that this detector is in bay 4, and we'll title this, oops, we'll title the zone garage. Enter. So now we see that we have garage also in zone 3.